Hey everyone, welcome to Geekettes Chat. I am Shirley.
Christy, what's good?
What's good? And we are back with a new video to, I guess, review American romantic black love story for Black History Month. Of course, we're talking about the 2000 classic Love and Basketball, directed by Gina Prince-Bythewood. I never seen it, so we were like, let's watch it. I think Christy's seen it. You seen it, Christy?
I don't recall. I don't remember, actually. I don't think I did, though.
Anyways, I've never seen it, so we're gonna review it, and then later we're gonna mention like a couple of movies you could watch, right?
Yeah,
Black History Month.
So stay to the end if you want to hear our recommendations for Black History Month and the Black films.
Yes,
So,
definitely.
and we'll be also talking a little bit about the Black Panther Party. So.
Yes, and also like I think talking about something else as well about like how you could support this organization. I think it's an organization, right? Yeah. So Love and Basketball. It's a 2000 American romantic sports basketball movie, of course. It was released in April 6, 2000, and it was directed, of course, Gina Prince-Bythewood. She has other known films, The Old Guard, which I love. It's on Netflix. Check it out. It's a great action movie. One of my top favorites. I think I have to change my comic book list because it's up there now. So, and then there is Beyond the Lights, which is the first movie I saw from her, and it stars Guru and Bhattara, and it's so good. It's a love story, and so yeah, this is her first, I guess, director debut film, and it was produced by Spike Lee. I think it entered like Sundance Labs, and then Spike Lee saw it, and then I think he wanted to like produce it and stuff. So I think that's the story from what I heard on the podcast. So basically, the synopsis is that there is these two childhood friends. They live close to each other. There's Monica, who just moved into the neighborhood. She's the lead, of course. It's her story, and then there's Quincy, and the story is them meeting from childhood and wanting to be professional basketball players, and just going through high school and then college, and then becoming like, trying to become pro and all that stuff. And then, Monica, who has to like, she is a woman and she wants to play basketball, and mostly sports are dominated by men, by the time, and then the WNBA came, but at like 1997 from what I heard. So, and so they're dominated by men, and there's this glass ceiling for women to like, to break into these like dominated men's sports. So, and yeah, that's basically it. They, and it's a love story. So they're like falling for each other, but they have this passion to play basketball, and it's like, how can they do both in a sense, I guess.
I think that's my favorite part of the story, is this juxtaposition between the women and men basketball world and league, and how she does an incredible job at highlighting the women basketball leagues, and how
they don't get much fanfare.
Compared
to the men's sports. I don't know why I did that.
I know, fanfare or opportunities, and even there's even like these scenes where the main character Monica is on this court and she's getting fouls for something that they probably wouldn't foul a man for in basketball. So and so they're tougher on women in a sense. I feel like that's what I got from the film as far as basketball goes, because I've only seen a couple of basketball games since my 20s and on. And
we went to one game of the WNBA.
We went to a WNBA.
That was really good. It was fun.
Yeah, it was.
I was
really
like, oh
nice.
wow.
I liked it.
I don't really like sports movies, but I really just gravitated to the fact that they were childhood friends, and then they had this passion and had dreams. Monica had dreams. She was like, look, I know what I want to do, and nobody's gonna get in my way.
I know.
And it's just, and Quincy is like, and he wanted her to be more supportive when he was going through stuff, and they weren't. I love this scene. Like, they were both not in the wrong in a sense that, you know, Monica wanted to achieve something, you know, and it's hard for her because she's a woman. It's going to be harder for her compared to Quincy. But then, you know, Quincy wanted Monica to support him more in the sense of the emotional things he was going through with his dad, who's also a professional basketball player, played for the Clippers, I think. And so, yeah, and I just like that aspect of, like, these two people just, like, knowing what they want and then just being like, but I still love you. But, like, look, man, I got to go for it, you know? And
Exactly.
It's like, life is so complex, you know? So multiple, like, feelings and stuff. So, yeah.
And also the family dynamic, like you mentioned, his relationship with his dad, which his dad did not want him to be a basketball player. That was very interesting.
He wanted to stay in school.
Yeah, he wanted him to stay in school and get educated and go into some professional field.
I love that they
not
show
basketball.
Yeah, I love that they show that relationship between him and his dad, and just like, you know, and that toxic masculinity in the sense, like, his dad always telling him, like, what is it, like,
you can't use the word can't,
yeah, because that's not in a man's vocabulary.
Right.
I don't know why I keep on doing that, sorry. So weird. But vocabulary, yeah, I'm gonna stop that. And so Quincy thinks that, and he also doesn't cry. Ugh. He doesn't cry at all, because, like, men don't cry and all that. They don't show emotions. And I love the fact that in that scene when they're talking, when things start breaking down between them, and Quincy really sees what his dad did in the sense of a mistake, Quincy breaks down and he starts crying. And I love that she showed that you gotta be emotional. It's, you know, feelings and all that. So it was really good. And I love how she broke down the scenes by quarters, because that's what basketball games are like.
There was another scene that had to do with the family dynamic, and it was Monica and her mother, which they're in the relationship. Throughout this movie, their relationship is very strained. They don't have, like, a motherly daughter like relationship, because her mother wants her to be feminine and, you know, go not play basketball, whereas Monica's dream is to play basketball and be the first woman to be in the NBA, which is awesome. Right. So there's this one scene,
and her mom has dreams too. That's why, to be a caterer.
Her mom had the dream to be a caterer, but she chose family life over that. So, but there's this one scene between Monica and the mother, and I thought it was really nice to see that because, you know, they don't understand each other, I felt like, from the relationship. They're just not on the same level at all. And then there's one scene where her mother comes to her and you know, and is talking about how Quincy, who is about to get married to some other woman, she talks about how she really likes the fact that her daughter's a fighter, you know. And I guess in a sense that she wanted her to fight for Quincy, because she knew that they were a better match, and that she wanted to see her daughter happy. So that was a really nice takeaway for me. I really enjoyed that scene. So it's like you get a lot of emotional scenes here that are in and out of the film. But go ahead.
No, I think she also talked about how she was jealous of her fighting determination to get what she wants, or you know. Because, again, about her dreams.
Yeah. And that's something that's common between mother-daughter relationships, the jealousy thing, which is very...
Yeah.
I honestly don't understand it, but
it's human nature.
It's human nature. It's like this emotional...
Jealousy is a big thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I love the sister relationship between Lena, I think her name is, and Monica. That's Regina Hall. I was like, oh, shit. Oh, so it's like, oh, that's Regina Hall. I really like her as an actress. It's like, oh. And then mom is played by Alfre Woodard, I think. Woodard. Yeah, Alfre Woodard. Oh, sorry, I'm like messing up her name. You know me and my names. And then Monica is played by Sanaa Lathan, I think it's her name. And then Quincy, Omar Epps. I remember Omar Epps. I used to see a lot of movies with him. I was like, oh, yeah, Omar Epps.
She did a really damn good job with casting Omar Epps and Sanaa Lathan.
Lathan,
yeah. I thought that they were really they had chemistry. I really thought that their relationship was fun to watch. I especially love the basketball scenes between them two. So those are fun.
Yeah, and I think that's Gina's like thing. Like that's like she knows how to do romantic stories and bring out the chemistry to her actors, because she not only does it here amazingly with these two leads, she does it in Beyond the Lights with what was his name again? Oh my, Kaz and Noni, yes, Noni. Yeah, Beyond the Lights, so good. And she does it in The Old Guard with Joe and Nikki. Yeah, they're not the main lead characters, but they're supporting. But she does that too. You feel that chemistry in the scenes they're in. Yeah, she's really great at romantic scenes. Like, I don't understand why she's not talked up there with other directors. Especially the male white directors that these film people, you know, or critics or all these people on Twitter or whatever, talk about, and always same old people, and you're like, she should be up there too. Her romantic scenes and her romantic stories are just top effing notch. Sorry, I hit the girls.
You guys need to watch her films and give her the props that she deserves.
She deserves her flowers. She deserves it. She deserves it. She needs to be talked up there. I don't understand.
I am excited for what's to come.
Love and Basketball? Sorry.
I am excited for what's to come for Gina Prince-Bythewood. Look, if you watch Love and Basketball, you'll get to see a little clip of Gina Prince-Bythewood showing off her basketball moves.
Yeah, she was a basketball player too.
And it's pretty cool. So that's how she got this story, I think, because she was a basketball player. So
yeah.
And she shows up in the film.
Yeah.
And when I saw her in the film, I was like,
she looks so young.
She looks like a teenager.
Well, she was young, but she looked like she was 19 in that scene. I was like, and she was like, what, 30 something?
31. I was like,
good.
Yeah.
Where's her period piece? Where's her love period story? Yo, she would kill that.
She would kill that.
I don't even want to think about it. Like a Pride and Prejudice, like for her, like her like period piece love
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to think about it. I get too excited.
But anyways, we're all looking forward to Old Guard 2.
Like, she needs to be talked up there.
Speaking of the Old Guard, it's on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, we also have a review on it.
Yes.
So check out our review. We'll link in W below.
I was trying to watch. I wanted to watch Beyond the Lights, and I couldn't find it.
I saw it. I saw Beyond the Lights.
Well, I did see it a long time ago, but I wanted to watch it recently again because after Love and Basketball, I was like, I gotta see Love Beyond the Lights. I really love that one too.
Yeah.
So yes, it's a love story. It's again, the sister relationship probably was big for me. I mentioned it a little bit, but I just wanted to go in depth with her, Monica and Lena, because they were supportive. I wanted more of that. We could get more of that. So yeah. So we can move on. Check out Love and Basketball. It's a classic.
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 But before we move on, we'd like to tell you that if you know anyone who loves movies, please share our channel with them. We do, a plethora of movies. We do from drama, thriller, comedy. And if you like this video, please do click the like button and subscribe if you're not a subscriber yet, and click the bell. Now we're gonna get into the next thing on the.
Sorry, I'm hyped.
So hype it up, girls. Check it out. This is fun. We do this for fun. We love talking about movies. And
yes, we do.
Please, if you have comments about anything, questions, comment below. Let us know. Let us know how you're feeling.
If you've seen Love and Basketball, Beyond the Lights, Old Guard, or anything,
anything.
Yeah, recommend a love story that you've seen that we haven't seen. Like, recommend it. Like, come on.
Oh, can I go into my list first? We got right now.
Yeah, you go on your list first,
for our Black History Month. We would like to share some other films that we really like, and the first one on my list is Belle, which is on Amazon Prime, and it's by director Ama Asante, and it's with Gugu Mbatha.
Yeah, she's good.
And it's about a legitimate mixed race daughter from a British admiral plays an important role in the campaign to abolish slavery. And some other, Amstead, 12 Years a Slave. I'm not sure where it's at, but Amstead is the very first slavery movie I've ever seen, and it's not so much told too much in the perspective of the people who are playing the slave characters. But it's a very interesting story. It's very graphic, and so I recommend that. I started watching Roots as well. The movie instead is on HBO Max, and Roots is a show. I think the very first show of slavery that they ever had on national TV that, you know, garnered so many views from the audience. I started watching that. It's very interesting as well. And then, of course, Selma with
Ava DuVernay.
Ava DuVernay, the director, and it's about Dr. King. Malcolm X by Spike Lee with Denzel Washington and Angela Bassett. If you have not seen that,
she is in that movie. I totally forgot.
You have to see it. That one
I've seen it a long time ago, but it was really good.
Selma's on Hulu as well. And I have
on Hulu?
Yeah, and I have a couple other films, but I'll let you get to yours.
We just saw HBO Max, just a little review of it, Judas and the Black Messiah. It's about, I guess the FBI, of course, the FBI informant, William O'Neill, who they wanted him to infiltrate the Illinois Black Panther chapter, where Fred Hampton, I hope I'm saying that right, was the leader there. And of course it's talking about him and how, you know, he helped the FBI get to Fred Hampton and like literally destroy these people's lives. The Black Panther Party. It came out February 12th. It's a really good movie. Yeah, it's good. I wish it was more about the Fred Hampton and the Black Panther Party and what they did and like serving their community, the lunch and, you know, food for the kids and everything, and just the medical, like, not medical, but you know, like clinics and all that. Yes, medical clinics and all that, helping their community get these resources that, of course, they are oppressed for being black and stuff. The systematic racism and, or, you know, medical racism and all that they go through still to this day, and they just wanted to give them those resources that they rightfully deserve, their community. So yeah, it's a good movie. I just wish more it was about them, in the sense of what they did.
Well, who is in it? David? Is it David Kaluuya? Kalula, sorry. And Lakeith Stanfield. And it's directed by Shaka King.
Yes, thank you.
He did a great job with this film. I honestly was really impressed with the film, and I really, really love the costumes in this film. I was just like, this is awesome. For me, this was the highlight of the films for this month, the Judas and the Black Messiah. Definitely watch it, HBO Max. I also have two other films that I want to recommend for the Black Panthers. Definitely check out Panthers. If you search for it on YouTube, you should be able to find it. Panthers, I think, is the first movie that came out about the Black Panthers, and it's about Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton, Huey P. Newton, which are the founders of the Black Panther Party. Out of Oakland, California.
Okay.
So definitely check that out. I was amazed by them. I love the history of the Black Panther Party, the work that they did for their community, cop watch programs. They did free clinics, free children breakfast programs for the community. So wherever there was a need, they were there and they were supporting. So I recommend looking into their history if you do not know anything about the Black Panther Party. Films to recommend: The Judas and the Black Messiah, Panthers, which is about Bobby Seale and Huey P. Newton, the founders of the Black Panther Party from Oakland, California. And you can find that on YouTube. You just have to type in Panthers. It's totally free. Anyways, and also the Black Panther documentary, The Vanguard of the Revolution, I believe it's called. Definitely check that one out. All right. But moving on, I think that a couple of films that I would also like to recommend that are just for fun is Beat, Rhymes, and Life, The Travels of a Tribe Called Quest. If you do not know Tribe Called Quest, it's a hip-hop group out from Queens, New York. So definitely check that out. That's a documentary. It's on Stars. The next one is for girl group type vibes, Queen Latifah and What's Will Smith's wife? Oh my God.
Oh, Jada Pinkett Smith.
Okay. They both starred in Set It Off and Girls Trip. So, of course, people probably seen Girls Trip. But if you haven't seen Set It Off, definitely check that out. And, of course, always, I love to recommend Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It's on Amazon Prime. That's it for me. That's I just had those things. But
yeah, and then, of course, the organization that we wanted to mention and that we're going to support is Beauty to the Streets.
Yeah.
Am I saying it right? And it's on Instagram. We can link it down below. You could donate and all that. What is the lady's name? She's the one that hosts it.
I forgot her name.
Yeah, I forgot her name. We'll write her name down below, and she gets donated like to help people who live on Skidrow in California and then Los Angeles, right? I think it's Los Angeles, and she donations to help them because it's the homeless population, and they need resources and homes and all just basic essentials of living and surviving. She gives that, and she gets donated by a lot of people. She has a lot of volunteers. She's amazing. Her volunteers are amazing. They're out there even in the pandemic just helping these people, giving them masks, giving them these basic needs. And so definitely donate. We'll put it down below. I'm so sorry we don't know her name. I literally forgot to look that up. I'm sorry.
But we'll link it down below.
And we'll put her name too.
Thank you so much for watching today's show. We hope you enjoyed it. Please, again, share the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. And click the bell to hear more from us. And also, if you like this video, definitely click the like button. Thank you for watching. Peace out.